Ghosts and the Suspects.
Brought to you by Unusual Suspect 6.
Tap into all the shows. Real conversations with KG.
Right now I'm at peace right now. You know, things get hectic as it gets closer to the fight.
Okay. Do we got a fight?
Yeah, I fight April 10th at the Prudential Center.
Bullshitting on the Beltway with Supreme Beast Boxing
And now
Talk.
the co is the main event. So that's the way I look at it. That's my philosophy.
Trill Thursdays and Usual Suspect Sundays with hard
I'm
hits.
talking about it's really just about stacking this money, man. Getting on these singles, staying positive, you know what I'm saying? And putting it in their face by any means.
Tales from the B-side with KG and TD.
Needed to fill out additional paperwork to clarify.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That is the paperwork that you see there.
And
Okay.
Open Mic featuring you.
You know, that was a close fight. You know, he got dropped a couple times, but I thought he
We do not care.
Wow.
It's a Usual Suspect thing.
It's a Usual Suspect take.
Yo, what's good? Hope everybody is doing well. Another edition from Tales from the B-side. Hold on one second. Waiting for my co-host KG to hop up in here. I think he's having a little technical difficulties in here right now. But hopefully everybody's doing well, man. Sunday, May 17th, we're back. We haven't been on in 2 weeks. We took Mother's Day off, and we got a great guest with us tonight. Somebody that probably not well known, but you know, he's going to introduce himself and will get well known soon. He's got a big fight coming up in a couple months. And without further ado, my man KG's here. I'll lead it over to KG. What's good, bro?
Did you say the guy's name?
No, I did not say the guy's name.
I was about to punch you through the fucking.
No, I didn't. I didn't do
What's up? What's going on with you, baby? What's going on with this cat, man?
Running a little behind, but we're good. My apologies. I was with 503 and Oddfella for a little bit, so lost track of time.
Yeah, I was I couldn't make it over there. And the thing is, I had so much going on because I was doing preparation for some things, and I couldn't even get a chance to listen. So I got to go back and be a playback player. That's what I got to be. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, you know what I'm saying, welcome back to Tales from the B-side, the only boxing show that tells the truth from the corner that doesn't get the locker room upgrade. I'm KG, and Thomas has already introduced himself. You know what I'm saying? And we are here. What's up with your camera, Thomas? We want to see your
I'm getting myself together. We
want to see the handsome face.
Nah, we don't want to see my face is messed up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little disappointed with the fights last night. So I think that's affecting my face and my awareness right now. A little underwhelmed.
You were disappointed?
I was disappointed.
I was disappointed in person.
Huh?
I was disappointed in person, and I had to tell people that I was disappointed to their face.
Like who?
I wasn't disappointed in Jan Santana, bro. I wasn't.
You wasn't?
I was not.
Okay. I wasn't really disappointed. I feel like I know he's a better fighter than what he showed.
Yeah. But the guy,
I don't think he was ready for that type of style, and it's something that you got to learn from. And listen, I'm gonna bring this up because people have short-term memory. They don't remember, right? I know he's called out Shushu. I love Shushu. You know this, and you told Ricardo this too. By the way, you tried to call me. You told Ricardo this as well, that Shushu's my guy. But I think Jan could give him a good fight. But remember, Shushu had a tough test too with Sagawa. So that was Jan Santana Sagawa last night.
But the thing is, Thomas, Shushu's not calling for Jan Santana. Yohan Santana's calling for shoo. So my thing is, if you want to put out a demo tape, you gotta make a better account of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you had an opponent that was, you know what I'm saying, sturdy, hard-nosed, and he was coming forward. Thing is, we got to make those adjustments. That's what a boxing IQ that we talked about leading up is supposed to play a factor. You're not supposed to be there for a guy that's going to be, you know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to make the fight look a lot more easier based off of the boxing IQ, you know what I'm saying, that was, you know what I'm saying, spoken on, and the capabilities of being more of a boxer and not just trying to be sold as a power puncher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing. I was like, we were supposed to make those adjustments. You know what I'm saying? And even management was even saying it was trying to, you know what I'm saying, get it to the trainers. Like, hey, he needs to, you know what I'm saying? Like the late rounds, when he started spinning them, and I told Jan, I said, bro, I said, if you had spun that guy early, he would have been caught in the blender the whole fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said, you would have been more comfortable spinning, throwing your punches, reset, gather yourself, and make him have to reset, you know what I'm saying, by force every time. I said, so you got to play it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying, he won. I said, but if you're going to sell it, that's not a good sale. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to see, you know what I'm saying, especially the way the fight week was building up, the interviews that have been had, and you know what I'm saying, you're actually throwing one of the top names out there. You know what I'm saying? So I said it has to be packaged a little bit better. So that was my, you know what I'm saying, that was my my words, you know what I'm saying, to management, you know what I'm saying, and to Jan. And like I said, it was all respect, all love. He, you know what I'm saying, he dapped me up, gave me a hug, and showed me, you know what I'm saying, respected everything. And then he sat down and I tried to snatch his belt from him. I said, give me that damn belt, man.
No, I mean, listen, those first 2 rounds he won easy. He hurt him in that second round. I believe it was the second round. He hurt him with a hook. A left hook caught him. And he shows signs that he can box, but I wish he would have boxed a little bit more throughout the fight, especially the way he's coming, because he has a long reach. I think it's 72 arm reach, length arm reach, and he has a decent jab. I mean, it's not a great jab, but it's pretty good. And you know, when he showed it and he boxed a little bit, he showed that, you know, he can box beside, you know, more than punch. I just hate listening to Sergio Mora. I just think he's horrible. I didn't
hear him. So I didn't hear nothing that he said or Chris Mannix. I didn't catch those guys. So you know what I'm saying, because the stage that they were on, I could see them talking, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. So
so bad. I can't. But
so what other fight was underwhelming to you on the card?
Well, the whole card, because listen, it wasn't a big card, right? I mean, we got to showcase Brian Norman, you know, Jr. I think we all knew what he was going to do against this guy. I kind of thought.
I didn't think Josh was going to quit, though. I thought he was just going to get beat up, you know what I'm saying, the right way, instead of him just quitting. That guy quit. He
quit. And I think what you show in the video, because you was the one I think that posted, you took the video of him wobbling at the weigh-in. Yeah. I just like, oh, he's done. He's food. You know, and that kind of was like, I was like, this guy, he's there to lose. And yeah, I didn't think he would quit. I thought he would go down on the shield, but yeah, he tapped out for sure.
Yeah, he tapped out, man. He was just, it's like he talked a good game, and I guess he figured Brian Norman wasn't gonna come in. And to me, Brian Norman came in more calculated. I told Ronnie Shields, I said he had a good student on his hands, and I said I usually give new trainers 3 fights for the philosophy to take full fold. I said, but you got a good student on your hand because this kid has been brought up in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I said, and he already has the fundamentals. I said, so based off of, you know what I'm saying, what you showed him, I said he was able to slide across the ring. You know what I'm saying? Be quick sliding. You know what I'm saying? Utilizing the jab, changing the levels. And I was talking to Tay Jones today, and I was telling him, I said, everything that Brian Norman Sr. was saying last year about how, you know what I'm saying, he's like, yeah, my son can box. He's not flat-footed. He's not this. That's what we saw. You know what I'm saying? And I understand the dance partner that he had is, you know what I'm saying, wasn't all the way favorable and everything, but at the same time, I still can see where Ronnie Shields' tutelage is coming into play. You know what I'm saying, already, because when he had him dead to rights, he could have jumped on him. He still stayed controlled. You know what I'm saying? He went bombs away, but he was still controlled. He was still balanced. He was still staying, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like he was smothering or, you know what I'm saying, overcrowding anything. So
yeah. And it looked like the game plan was, you know, to go to the body. And I think he stood on that. I think he went to the body a lot. And I mean, he stuck to the game plan. So, you know, it tells you that he listens. And he follows through so far. So I mean, Brian Norman's a great fighter. I don't think anything less. I just thought that when he fought Devin, because I picked Dev, I just thought that he wasn't ready for Dev yet. You know what I'm saying? But they could fight again maybe in the future, maybe in a couple years down the road. We'll see how Brian does. Brian's a good fighter.
Oh yeah.
So
yep. Like
I would like him. Yeah, I would have liked to see him fight somebody, that was going to give him more rounds and fight back. But we'll see on the next one. That's why I said that's why I think the card was a little underwhelming with the matchmaking stuff. I think I didn't like that Jan opened up the main card. He should have been after Kelvin and Pete, right? He should have been that because it's more known fighters. Kelvin is just he's there because of his brother.
It's his hometown.
Huh? It's his hometown.
It's hometown home cooking. So but remember when you text me, you said I thought Calvin was fighting first, but I should have told you, and I didn't think to text you back, but the fight list that that Top Rank had given me, Jan was the first fight.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the first fight on the main card. So Ricardo never made a complaint about it or anything like that, but he was the first fight on the main card. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's why they played it like that. Like it was meant for DB3 to start the card. Well, he didn't start the card. Hitman started. You can't have a name. Look, Hitman. I was thinking about it. I was sitting beside a guy, and he said, "Bro, how do you have a name Hitman and you ain't got no punching power?" You know what I'm saying? No, but the kid, he went out. He got his hand raised. He did what he was supposed to do. But I'm like, you call him? No, he's not Hitman. They call him Hitter.
Hitter.
I'm like Hitter.
That's the kid. He's from Washington, right? He's been he's had a good amateur career.
Yeah.
He was ranked high because I remember him being on the list when I first started finding out about Keith Cologne. When Keith Cologne was giving me the list of the top prospects, he was on that list, and he was there for a couple years, in 2021. So I remember the name, and I remember he was from Washington. So the Seattle area, I guess you want to call it, but but decorated amateur. But what do you thought of Kelvin and Pete? Because you know how I feel.
I want to say Kelvin put on a better account of himself, especially as the fight, as it started to coast, because Pete wasn't doing too much until he tried to get close, and then it was just, he was trying to mug him. Ain't that what the New Yorkers say? He's trying to mug him, he's trying to mug him in the dark alley. You know what I'm saying?
He did, but he started doing that in the fourth round, and in my opinion, I didn't think Pete lost a round after the fourth round. The fourth round was kind of like a swing round. I didn't think Kelvin wasn't throwing punches, bro.
He wasn't, but Pete was still getting outboxed because Pete wasn't gaining control of the fight. The boxer still looked like he was in somewhat of control. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, like based on where I was sitting, I was iffy about that whole fight, bro. I was like, bro, I don't think Kelvin gonna win this fight. I was even under the notion that Pete might have stopped him. I said Pete might stop this guy. This night, you know what I'm saying? I said I just didn't feel it because if you had seen the build up, the press conferences and the weigh-in, the weigh-in was better, but for some reason the press conference, Kelvin looked real uneasy. And like this is before the cameras was rolling. Remember when I was asking y'all, did y'all see this? And y'all was like, nah, we was only seeing with the camera. I was like, damn, because I'm sitting right there and I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, this guy's real like anxious or nervous energy because he was just real fidgety in his seat. Like I was picking up on it, like when Josh Wagner came out and he took his shoes off. Yeah, he got on the official. Bro, you seen the video? I sent you the video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He stumbled about 2 or 3 times, and then he had to kind of pop himself to stand straight. So,
yeah, I don't know. I disagree. I can't. I could watch the fight again. I really don't want to, so I probably won't.
It's not rewatchable.
It was not a good fight to watch. But I thought Pete controlled the fight for the most part. I thought he made the fight. He was the aggressor in the fight. He landed some big shots too. I thought he hurt Kelvin in the 6th or 7th round. He caught him with a left hook. But I just didn't think Kelvin did anything but hold on. And, he fell down a couple of times too. And I don't know. Kelvin did. I mean, the first 3 rounds, Kelvin looked great. I mean, he was boxing. He kept him on the outside. He was moving. He stung Pete, I believe, in the 2nd or 3rd round. But then after that, when Pete got comfortable and got on the inside, I think it turned, and Kelvin didn't know what to do.
You call what Pete Dobson was doing comfortable?
He was making it uncomfortable for Kelvin.
But you're saying it made it comfortable for him?
I think that's what the way he fights. That's what he wanted to do.
Because like that's why I think he was missing the cue. You know what I'm saying? Because like when he was making it uncomfortable for Kelvin, but I didn't see a lot of production. Same thing with Keyshawn and Wu. The way Wu was, you know what I'm saying? Wu turned in, he went on survival mode. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting next to YSM. If anybody knows who YSM, I was sitting next to YSM, and you know what I'm saying? He's Philly, you know what I'm saying? Philly,
I know,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, setting a foundation. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about the fight and he's getting irritated, me saying it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's another guy that's sitting next to him. And I forget, I can't, his name is escaping me right now, but he was sitting on the other side of him. And me and him was talking the same language. They said, we were saying that Keyshawn is good at the mid-range, but Keyshawn was trying to get to the inside, and Albright was shutting that down for him. I was like, yeah, he's shutting it down. He's making him, he's smothering everything, and he's shutting it down. So Keyshawn can't, and Keyshawn is not making the adjustments to be able to fight on the inside. But at the same time, Albright wasn't producing any offense while causing Keyshawn to stop being, you know what I'm saying? Albright is a difficult fight for anybody, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can see the skill levels was different. Keyshawn started, you know what I'm saying, being able to touch him when he wanted to, but you can still tell that Newell Albright knows how to survive. And that's the quote I kept using, and everybody that was in the vicinity from Philly was getting irritated. I kept saying that. I was like, bro, that boy know how to survive. Yeah. He knows how to survive.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna send you a video. I was talking to Keyshawn after the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him about it. I said, bro, I said, you was doing that little happy dance that you usually do. I said, did you see something that you saw a stoppage? He said, bro, I saw that I was then hitting them when I wanted to. He said, but then when I started seeing, I'm like, bro, he said, some people, you just ain't gonna knock them out. He said, you know how to take a punch. You know what I'm saying?
He hurt Albright a few times, especially in the late rounds, and to the body. It seems like Keyshawn is more, dedicated to be a body puncher. Like he was going to the body, and I saw Albright make the adjustment. He was more defensive, protecting his body than anything, and that's why he wasn't really producing any offense after that. So Keyshawn, did what he was supposed to do. I thought he looked great, especially the second half of the fight and towards the end. I thought he closed the show. He was trying to get the stoppage too. Some guys don't even try to get the stoppage. He was trying to get the stoppage. He didn't have to, but that was just a guy you're not able to stop. So credit to Albright. He's going to be a difficult fight for anyone. And Albright was competitive in the fight, especially the first half. He hurt Keyshawn in that fight. He landed something. He landed like a big right hand. I want to say around 4. He landed a big right hand, and it caught Keyshawn's attention, and he admitted to it after the fight. He said it in the post fight. He admitted that he caught him with something. So so those that think that Albright can't punch, he can't. It's just overall the fight wasn't a crowd pleaser, like I guess we want to say, but a lot of fights in the card weren't crowd pleasers either. So I think that's what made the whole card kind of underwhelming, But now it sets the stage for what they're gonna do next, and let's see what happens. Let's see what Keyshawn does now. Let's see what Brian Norman does now. Those are the two big, guys on the card. And, Keon's a prospect. Kelvin, I'm not sure what Kelvin's going to do. I honestly don't know, but,
Don't worry about that.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay. I was like, what is that? But, underwhelming card. But, I thought they could have done better. I thought they should have tried to get another name on there, for the first card. First top ranked card in the zone. I thought they dropped the ball. They could have had another name on the card. Surprised, with them being, with people saying, and what Keyshawn said, that they kind of forced him into fighting to here. Top ranked did a bad job of showcasing. They could have put another fight in there. They could have put another big name. Not a huge name, but another big name, and they didn't. So which is very disappointing because the last card they did. And I know a lot of the guys I mentioned, they all got fights coming up, like Mason, he's got a fight coming up. Tiger's got a fight coming up. I said Troy Isley, he's not with Top Rank anymore. And then I said Scooter Davis, he's got a fight coming up. He just had a fight. So, but they got other fighters, Top Rank they could have had on there.
But Bob Arum is a mess, man. He said when they said Scooter Davis's name to him, he said, "Who? Who?"
Wow.
And the way he kept saying it, bro, I was like, he was oblivious to who this kid was. And I was like, and his caregiver had to even them tap him. He was like, yeah. He said he's Derek Scooter Davis, and he was just like, and he kept looking. But then everybody was like, well, Bob is old. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, because the very next name that they damn said, he damn knew exactly who it was.
What name was that?
I can't remember because they was talking about Lomachenko earlier. And they was talking about how he came out of retirement, you know what I'm saying, about him coming out of retirement. And the first thing he said about Lomachenko coming out of retirement, he said, yeah, this has got to be financial issues. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first thing he said. So I was like, damn. I was like, yep. He said, Ace, I wish the best for him, but I think it's financial issues.
It most likely is financial issues.
That's what it usually is with a lot of these guys.
But he's not going to, I don't think he's going back to Top Rank. So I'm thinking Loma's going to end up in Zuffa.
You think so?
I think so. Who else can he go to? I mean, he could go to anywhere. I mean, but I just, I think he's going to try to get that Zuffa money. I called it. I'm going to stick with this prediction. I think he's going to fight. He's going to go to Zuffa. He's going to fight a Andres Cortez or a Mark McSayow. I'm calling it right now. His first fight back. And I won't even be mad at it because those are tough fights, fights that he could win. But, after being out of the ring for 2+ years, 2 years right now, but, by the time he gets in the fight, it'll be 2 years plus. Those are tough fights. Andre Cortez, undefeated guy, right? And Mark McSayow, he's been battle tested. He just got, both guys just coming off good wins too. So that's my prediction.
You said Mac McSayow?
Mark, yeah, is it Mark McSayow, the Filipino? Yeah.
Yeah. What else was on that card? I can't.
It was only 6 fights.
Was it?
Yeah, 6 fights.
I've been running on all cylinders, you know what I'm saying, for the last 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up
it's tiring.
Back in town today. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the highlights on my story, you know what I'm saying, with my daughter played flag football, so I was back at the flag football game all over.
Okay.
Again. Yep. So it was just
you had a busy weekend.
Very busy. You know what I'm saying? And then
I don't know, when I go to these press conference weigh-ins, sometimes there's a struggle and it's not a fight, but you got to wait your turn and you're trying to get in there and you're waiting and you're spending time waiting until you finally get to talk to the people you want to talk to. It builds you, man. It builds up on you, man. So.
Well, you know me well enough to know I don't wait my turn for pretty much too much of anything. So
yeah, that's because you're like 7 feet tall and you're a bully, but it's all good.
I'm not a bully, man. and I'm not 7 feet tall. But I had look, crazy thing. I had so many people dapping me up, and I don't know if these people were supporters. You know what I'm saying? Of the US6 or anything that they've seen me on, or they were just random people thinking I was somebody else that's fist bumping me. But yeah.
They probably thought you was a fighter.
I don't know what that. Well, they did. They thought I was a fighter. When I was at the weigh-in, like when I showed when I showed up there, because that day, I showed up. I had a hoodie on and some shorts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I kind of looked like I was waiting to get on the scale or some shit. I looked like one of the fighters, but the day before, I had on a polo and jeans and shit. So trying to look somewhat sophisticated, but. Yeah.
Besides Shakur, was there anybody else there? So there was no Hitchens there, right? I really thought
no.
I thought Hitchens would show up. I really thought he would because Keyshawn is a guy that he says he wants to fight, and Pete Dobson's like his best friend. They're like really tight. So I was really shocked that he wasn't there.
Shakur was there. From what I saw Jared Hurd there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I saw Senior, but I didn't get a chance to actually talk to Senior because you know what I'm saying, he got there the day of. Because when I talked to Junior, conversation I had with him, I was asking him, I said, "Is Pops coming?" He said, yeah. He said his nephew was graduating. So I said, Grandpa had to stay back and do Papa duties. You know what I'm saying? So I said, that's what's up. And then they all had the rest of the family, they drove up. I said, they driving up? He said, yeah. I said, all right, they can have fun with that 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? So they drove up and they pulled up and he pulled in and came through the door loud as ever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so but yeah, it was a good time, you know what I'm saying? I had good conversation with him. Talked to Ronnie Shields, and I talked to Ronnie Shields about Errol Spence and what he has worked on with Brian Newman Jr. And I asked him about Dave Morrell Jr. You know what I'm saying? He gave me his thoughts about Dave Morrell, and we was having a great conversation until I said Dave Morrell's name.
Wow.
And like he didn't get mad at me, and it didn't damper the conversation, but you can see where he stood when it came to Dave Morrell, because I said something about Dave Morrell. I said, yeah, what's up with your boy Dave Morrell? And we were coming down the escalator. And as I'm saying this, we were coming off of the escalator on the first floor. So we turned the corner, about to walk into the lobby. And soon as I say that, he stops his damn tracks right where he was and just stops and looks at me. And he says, "That's not my boy." Yeah.
Wow.
He said, "That's not my boy." And I was like, I said, "Well, you trained him, right?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "He possesses skills to pay the bills, right?" He said, "I thought so." You know what I'm saying? He said, "But he don't want to put the work in."
And that's the knock on him. That's always been a knock on him.
That's the knock on him. He don't want to put the work in. So you don't want to put the work in. He said, "I ain't got time to put work into you." He said, and he possesses the skills. And I told him, I said, "Bro, the kid can do everything." He said, "Yeah, everything but try hard."
That's
everything,
crazy.
everything but try hard. He said you can lead a horse to water. He said, "But you can't make it jam drink." I said, "Obviously you can't make it work harder." You know what I'm saying? You might not even get him to the water. So
I could only imagine how the gym was with him in the gym, because he has some good fighters around his weight class that he get good sparring. I'm sure he's been in the ring with like a Vito Mielenki, right? I mean, can't think of another guy that's over there, you know. So I mean, he would get good work, and I could only understand, you know, how much of a problem he was in the gym, you know. So
he said I wouldn't allow him to be lazy in my gym. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to come in and go through the motions.
Can't do that.
He said, "You see what we got?" He said, "This is what we get," because he didn't want to put the work in.
Yeah. And it's a guy that's went 12 with Benavidez, and I picked him. I picked him to beat Benavidez. That's how much I believed in Morrell. I thought I like Morrell, man. I believe in his skills, but
yeah, shame on you.
Yeah, shame on me for that. That's what. So hey, you know what? That's why Ronnie Shields stopped, because he believed in him too. He said, "That's not my boy." That's the same thing to me. I ain't picking him again. That's why he stopped, because he's mad. And just like me, I was upset. You know, him, the way he lost to Benavidez. You know, that's not my boy. That's not my boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's interesting. It's good to see. Did you get it on video when he said that?
I believe I did.
Yeah, that's see, you got
I'm most certainly got that.
That's good. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's real. You know what I'm saying? You know, because his face will tell the story itself when he says it. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had a good conversation. Yeah, we talked about Earl. I was asking him, you know what I'm saying, about him coming back. And is this a fight by fight situation, or is he actually looking to make a run? And he says Earl's looking to come back. You know what I'm saying? Coming back, you know what I'm saying, come put some work in, and you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna see. And I told him, I said, this should be a pretty good pass off as well, because fundamentally Earl, you know what I'm saying, I told him, I said he works the ladder, head, body, head, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, I told him, I said, and he was pretty much saying, he was like, yeah, he said it's just culture differences now. He said that's what we're working through. You know what I'm saying? He said we're gonna work on, you know what I'm saying, piecing whatever it is that we need to piece together. He said, and Tim Tszyu is them, you know what I'm saying, first on the chopping block.
It's a good test too. It's a real good test. I think he can conquer that test and defeat him. But it's a good first fight for him, right? Because he's going to fight somebody that's been busy, right? He's going to fight somebody that, you know, a former world champion, right? So kudos. And he's not fighting no old guy. He's not fighting somebody that's pretty much done in his career. Tim Tszyu is still a player in the division. So, you know, we may not think of him as high as we once did when he was undefeated, but he's still a player in the division for a guy that's been out of the rings 3 years. 3 years? Yeah, pretty much almost 3 years. Listen, man, this is a tough test, and I think Spence wins. I don't know how he wins, but I think Spence wins this fight, and I'm looking forward to see, you know, what he looks like in this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm already looking forward to his next fight. Right? Because I'm already looking ahead, because okay, all right, win this fight. I wonder who you fight next, and I would imagine it'll be a big name too. So, but anyway, I got to ask this question. With our guest.
I was trying to hope you didn't ask me anything. No, but I'm working on that right now. I'm trying to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people are tardy to the party, because when you're tardy to the party or you don't show up, what happened to Josh Wagner happens to you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And this is no shot. This is a real statement. You know what I'm saying? So
Josh stood us up, man. I haven't been stood up in over 25 years. Been married 24. So you figure over 25 years, I haven't been stood up. I get stood up by a fighter? Are you crazy?
Yeah, man.
So and hopefully he comes through. I'm very interested. I mean, I don't know much about him. You know, I don't even know who his trainer is. I was going to ask him if it's, you know, I was going to assume maybe my Sean George. He worked with Sean George because he's in New Jersey. So Sean George works with a lot of heavyweights.
His coach is Coach Moo. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's all I can tell you for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had an opportunity to talk to him or KP, but you know what I'm saying, I've been, you know what I'm saying, been having it put together, and I was anticipating on him being here so we can go ahead and get this cracking. But I'm glad I was down there for fight week. You know what I'm saying? I was glad I was in the vicinity for fight week. Stay tuned, you know what I'm saying, stay tapped in for all any and all footage that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be put out. You know what I'm saying? Any commercials that the US6 on IG is going to be producing, any shorts that US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub is going to be producing. Stay tuned, because it's a lot of things coming up. I know we got Brooklyn coming up, the Barclays, but they're trying to convince me to come to Cleveland for the Abdullah Mason fight. And I said, that's 6 days before my birthday. So I said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to.
Come on, man. You know who's going to be there, right?
Who?
Are you serious?
So women going to be there? Who's going to be there? What women? What woman?
I'm going to be there.
Or women are going to be there, because that's.
I mean, I'm sure they got women in Cleveland, but I'm going to be there. And my birthday it's my birthday week.
I might have to tap in with Junior Truth. You know what I'm saying? Junior, you know what I'm saying? He's a Dayton, Ohio guy. So, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he may and will be in the, you know what I'm saying, vicinity of Cleveland. So we're going to have to find out. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know. I didn't even know if he was going or not, but I know that I'm going to be there.
I'm just saying, he's around that area. So, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't doubt if he wouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if this clip plays real quick. I got something.
Why you doing that? Look. You was doing the little happy man knockout dance, right?
I don't know why that slowed down. I can't even hear Thomas.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, he was on mute.
What was he signing?
Boxing Source. He
That's what I was gonna guess. That was it because he said he was gonna have the car. So he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. He was there. He pulled out the baseball cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said he was gonna do that because he showed me a bunch of them online.
Yeah.
So, all right, that was because I know it wasn't the Topps cards because I had the Topps Keyshawn cards, but it didn't look like that. I was like, that's why I asked. It's like that's got to be a Boxing Sources joint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that was yeah. So he gave him, and then Keyshawn started signing them because Keyshawn had looked at it, and then he was giving it back to him. He was like, "No, that's for you." And Keyshawn, for real? It was there. So he was looking at it, and then he gave him the cards and everything, and then Keyshawn started pulling them out and he handed a few to people, and then he started signing them. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So yeah, so I was like, "That's what's up, man." You know what I'm saying? And then I was telling him. I was like, Boxing Source. I said, bro, I said, that's one of the, you know what I'm saying? That's a damn good photographer right there, man. I said, he a good dude. And then he tapped me. He said, nah. He said, he a good dude. He said, but you're a good dude. He said, man, we had a real good conversation the other day, man. I said, he said, I appreciate you. I said, I appreciate you too, man. I said, I look forward to seeing y'all next time, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, we had conversations. I had portions that I recorded and, of course, portions that, you know what I'm saying, I left. You know what I'm saying, off the grid. And the thing is, I some of the like I could see the messy guys, but none of the messy guys, like the guys that's on YouTube, they weren't there. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying, set you up and have you talking and set you up and clip the shit up and put it out and have you looking all kinds of crazy and stuff. So me being who I am, like the conversation I had with Brian Newman Jr., anytime we got to a certain point in the conversation, I say, hey, I'm gonna record this. He said, all right, go ahead, do your thing. So I start recording, you know what I'm saying? We could have a conversation, we go from there. And then when I felt it drifting, I go ahead and turn the camera off, and then we go ahead and I'm like, hey, I just turned that off. He'd be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And then we continue talking. And I did the same thing with Keyshawn. I was like, because you know me, and anybody that's watched any episode of Tales from the B-Side, y'all know I don't like ask like direct questions. It's like I try to keep it conversational to keep things, you know what I'm saying, keep the flow of things. So, and that's what I was doing with the fighters. And I think some of the media guys were looking and was wondering how I was maintaining, you know what I'm saying, time with, you know what I'm saying, with fighters. And I was like, because I'm not here talking to them as if I'm working. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm asking them questions, I'm conversing with them and everything. But it's not like so what is this, and this, and how? I mean, what are your thoughts on this, and how is this? And you know what I'm saying? You see how my phone is there? Yeah. It's not like that.
I don't like to do that either, and I tell people that all the time. So, not to cut you, but you know, it's funny that you mentioned that, and you say that earlier, like how people are messy. You know, at the same time we're doing this, there's other people right now being messy, and like you know, a lot of people don't understand like this social media thing. It's not real. Like we're real, we're speaking to you, but like a lot of people do it for clicks and views, and it's content, right? But like when I'm having these conversations, and KG's having a conversation with these fighters, like it's sincere, like we're really talking to them, and we're not coming in there as big fans. Like we at least let me speak for myself. I may be a little bit biased towards them because of the relationship I built with them at that moment. But like I've been said this about Keyshawn, like Keyshawn is a totally different person, you know, when he's not in front of the camera. I've said this, but nobody seems to care. They only want to go off what he does on social media and what they clown him, and they want to call him all sorts of different names and stuff. And I think it's a little bit unfair. You know, I will tell the people, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But when you go in and you're at these events, you can't do that. You're not going to act like that. You're not going to act like a fool, and you're not going to call him those names that you call him online. You know what I'm saying? And Keyshawn is I believe Keyshawn is a very humble individual. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's young. He's in his 20s. He's still learning how to be an adult. And he's also, you know, working on his craft of being a fighter at the same time, you know. And I think, you know, us as fans and media or whatever you want to call us, we have to give these guys some slack, you know what I'm saying? And if you get the opportunity to talk to these fighters, you know, treat them with respect, you know what I'm saying? So, and I feel you, KG. You do the same thing that pretty much I try to do. I don't like to throw cameras in guys' faces. I'd rather bring them on the show and have a conversation. with them, you know. But I've had conversations. I told you I had a conversation with Keyshawn for we spoke for 5 to 7 minutes, and it was about I started off because his teacher is a good friend of mine, you know. So and it started off with that, and you know.
Hey Thomas, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is this true?
This guy's a clown.
Is this true? Would you?
No, he's clowning me, man. Salute
to that. Listen, pastrami on rye, man. You know
I never ate pastrami on rye in my life.
Man, we trying to get these likes up, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get Tommy to eat a pastrami on rye. Go
Salute
Marky
Dad with the super chat. You're a funny guy.
Go get it, man. Hey, where's it at?
Yeah, maybe a chopped cheese, but not a pastrami.
No, we need the pastrami on rye. We need likes for it. You know what I'm saying? We need to get likes for the pastrami on rye. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. Look, I've had a pastrami sandwich before, but I don't think I've ever had it on traditionally on rye and all this.
I never had it on rye bread.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Unbelievable.
But
no.
What's next for these guys, man? What's next for all these guys? What's next for Jan Santana? Does he go back to the lab and get a soft touch, or does he jump right back into the fight?
I think it depends. It depends if it depends what Top Rank wants to do. And then remember, he's also co-promoted with Miguel Cotto. So maybe he gets a fight in Puerto Rico on a Miguel Cotto card first. Maybe that might be a soft touch, you know, and then, you know, whatever Top Rank does, you know, he's in the rankings in the WBO, he's top 10. So he's number 7, the last I checked. So we'll see, because all the champions seem to be occupied. So I don't see him getting a title shot soon. You know, he's not. I don't believe he's ranked in the IBF. So, no, Angelo Leo's probably looking for a fight. So, but yeah, but Ricardo did call me right before I got live. So, I'm gonna hit him back after this and maybe see what's going on. He'll obviously have some more information. So
yeah, Ricardo's a cool guy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if I was bringing it out of him, but yeah, man, we was talking a lot of shit. You know
Ricardo, he's from the Bronx. I mean, he's Puerto Rican, born in Puerto Rico, but he was raised in the Bronx, lived in the Bronx. So, you know.
Yeah, man, we talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Ricardo's a cool guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, my boy Ricardo.
Great guy.
That's my guy right there. Look, I was supposed to link with them before the fight, but I caught hell with traffic, man. You know what I'm saying? and look, for everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's listening, this is why I got caught up trying to get back to link with Ricardo and Jan Santana. I got word that, you know what I'm saying, Noel Albright, you know what I'm saying, had a hard time finding gyms to just go touch up and get work in and everything like that. So a guy that I know that lives on the other side of Norfolk, you know what I'm saying? If you go through the tunnel, you end up in Hampton and Newport News, you know what I'm saying? So that's almost like, I want to say about 25, 30 minutes away, you know what I'm saying? Going through the tunnel. So he works out in his, Wu was actually able to work out at a gym, you know what I'm saying? And I actually knew the owner. So I called him up. I said, hey man, what you doing? He said, I'm on my way to the gym. I said, no what? Send me the address to the gym. I said, I'm gonna come pull up. We said, okay. So I pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Me and him chopped it up. He was telling me the story about how he caught, you know what I'm saying, caught a lot of flack for allowing Wu to come work out in this gym, and how, you know what I'm saying, Wu was explaining to them how, you know what I'm saying, none of the Norfolk gyms would allow him to come, you know what I'm saying, work out. So I was just like, damn. I said, they doing it like that? I said, but it's really not that serious, because the hotel that they had him in had a little gym with a treadmill, and that's pretty much all you're really looking to do is cut whatever other weight and do mitt work maybe. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it was just the fact that nobody would, you know what I'm saying, allow him to come into the gym.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I talked to the guy, you know what I'm saying? Crazy enough, the day of the fight, I got a 20-minute workout in, and I sparred 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
You spot anybody we know?
I sparred the owner of the gym.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's still, you know what I'm saying, he trains kids, and he still is willing to get his hands dirty when he needs to. You know what I'm saying, too. So yeah, so we moved around a little bit. But you know what I'm saying, it was a good day. But coming back, and the whole time I was there, man, all that fucking water that's down there, Thomas, I'm asking everybody, where can I get a good fish sandwich? Nobody had an answer for me. They was like, where you trying to go? I was like, no, see, that's y'all missing what I'm saying. When I say give me somewhere that has a good fish sandwich, you should be able to throw the name of a spot.
Tell me where to go.
Yeah, regardless of where it is. You should damn make me have to damn detour my whole, you know what I'm saying, trip and say, you know what, I'm going 72 minutes this direction to get this fish sandwich because you said it's damn, you know what I'm saying, it's like that. Everybody gave me a runaround, man. Everybody, and I ended up getting one. It was good, but it was underwhelming because I look out the window and I see all the water that I'm surrounded by, and I'm like, I could have got this at home. You know what I'm saying? I could have got this shit at home. I'm like, wow. Like, what we doing? Yep. Yeah. But I had a pretty bartender to talk to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I know you got some plans, you're trying to do. You might not want to be in the fight pool next season because
what you talking about?
Didn't you say you got some plans that you're trying to do?
No, I'm trying to go back to back like Lethal Weapon.
Oh man, like the cover of Lethal Weapon?
Ain't that what you said?
I said, yeah, back to back like the cover of Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
I stole that. I stole that from Drake.
You stole it from Drake. Drake stole a lot from people too, so don't matter. It's all Indian given.
What he said, back to back, like
it doesn't matter, because you didn't make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
I did it.
So
I came close though, man.
Close is like throwing grenades.
He was clowning me. He said I had a bad season. I was like, I finished second place. How's that a bad season?
Close is like throwing grenades or damn playing horseshoes, man. That's when close only counts.
Jesus.
Almost doesn't count. Ain't that what Brandy said?
Man, you know what? For me, it was a good accomplishment, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I defended my title.
It's not an accomplishment. That's not an accomplishment because you was a champion and then you didn't win champion again. That's not an accomplishment. Is the damn
title. I defended my title and I beat everybody but one person.
Yeah, but you still lost.
I lost, but I beat everybody but one.
That's not an upgrade.
God, I can't, man. I give up, bro. I really give up, man.
It's not an upgrade, man.
I give up, man. You
got KG season. You know what I'm saying?
You won the season. I give it to you. You are the champion. What I'm trying to say, I won the last season and I defended that title and I beat everybody but one person. That's still a good accomplishment.
But the thing about it, Thomas, you did. But at the same time, it's not a good accomplishment because it's still on a decline because you went down from winning. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
And look, KG is going to talk his shit, unlike season 1 and season 2. Because when season 4 starts, I'm going to put on my big boy pants and I'm going to show up for season 4, and I'm not going to rub in people's face that I was a season 3 champion. So that's why I have that window of vacation right now. Anytime you want to talk your shit, I can intercept you and say, nah, you can't say that because I'm the champ right now. But when season 4 starts, nah, but you can say that, but y'all didn't carry it that way. And look, I say this here, this is exactly why when I gave my damn victory speech, I didn't talk about the other players. I talked about the champions because you guys didn't conduct yourselves as champions. Y'all just wanted to be the shit talking motherfuckers that rub it in people's faces and stuff. And I'm like, why? Y'all was in the bunch like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But y'all wanted to make it clear you can't talk to me unless you have.
But that's the right. That's the right of the champion.
It is, but look what it got you. Second place, first loser.
Season 4 coming up. Do we have a start date for season 4?
Doesn't matter. Just wait when it starts and know that damn KG will be there.
I hope it's in Cleveland. I hope it starts that weekend, July 4th. And I hope you're there. I hope you're with me in Cleveland.
You ain't gonna want me in person.
Yeah. We got to cover the fight in person, man. That's the way it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? but we both got to get in though. That's the crazy thing about it.
Well, I mean, a credential I applied. Because I already got tickets.
Because you're more, you know what I'm saying, more likable than me. You know what I'm saying? Katie likes me, but she didn't be nice to me like she was last time. She wasn't mean. She wasn't mean to me, but she wasn't overly nice to me like she was like last time. You know what I'm saying? So I had to be sneaky with a lot of shit that I was doing.
Wow.
So I was, like I said, and I think it's more so because it was the zone.
It could
be. The whole setup was different. They had they still had the ring walk in that area like per usual, but the production side, it was set up totally different. You had to like weave through things and all kinds of, so it was like they ain't want a lot of movement. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how this one is supposed to be TNT. I think supposedly TNT is not in the zone. So I wonder how this one's going to be. And I'm assuming a lot of people are going to apply because it's the first, big fight in Cleveland in a long time. So I think they're doing it at a college. They're not doing it where the Cavs play. So we'll see. I did apply.
And do things sell like that? How many people can fit in this damn college auditorium?
I want to say 12,000. I think I saw.
Okay, well, shit.
But I think they shut off some of it, so I don't think they're trying to sell out the whole arena, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll look at it again. But I reached out to Katie already. I applied. She got back to me. Everything sounds good, but it's like you said, until the day of, we don't know.
Yeah, you don't know because you can play stand over here and wait and hang out for a second.
Yeah. Only thing is I like the tickets, the seat where I'm sitting at, so I'll be good the day of the fight. I just want to make sure I could get the press conference and the weigh-in like I usually get. So
well, you'll get that, you know what I'm saying? But it's the fight night damn situation that
just to get them after the fight, because like during the fight, I'm pretty much like to watch the fights, so it's after the fight that I want to be able to talk to the fighters, But the press conference is what I want because I want to see Shushu's going to be there, so I want to get to talk to him, So we'll see what's up.
Yeah, if I'm there, I get to ask him like, "Hey, did you hear Jan Santana's calling your name?"
Oh, it's a 15,000 seater, so 15K seater, but I think they shut off like almost half the arena.
Yeah, I'm saying I say it to him.
So,
like, Shushu, let me holler at you, man.
Yeah, Shushu's cool peoples, man.
Oh, I'm like, hey, you heard Jan Santana calling your name?
he wrote something on Twitter.
What did he say?
But he said not impressed. He didn't mention names, so people got at him with
but that's just
power.
Yeah, that's just like damn Inoue wasn't damn impressed.
Yeah,
look, he gave you a head nod. You bowed to that man.
He did bow. He did bow to him.
Bowed to him, man. He looked at you like, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one. This one's gonna be good. It's good. Still, my wife is gonna decide if she's coming with me. So I want to go catch a Guardians game. So I want to enjoy myself. The 4th of July weekend. It's my birthday's the 2nd. Your birthday's the next week. I'll treat you for your birthday if you come out there. That's what friends are for.
I'll see what I can do, man.
It looks like it doesn't look good, right? It doesn't look good for her.
No, it doesn't. But I wanted to be kind of like in the DR, Colombia, Costa Rica, region doing my birthday.
I know why you want to go to Costa Rica.
I know what I do want to do too. all these new beautiful ladies from Costa Rica that started following me because of them Hannah Gabriels.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, a lot of them start like, bro, my IG subscription just says subs went up, and I look, and it's like 15 beautiful ass damn Costa Rican women. I don't know if they're working for something or they actually there say, hey, I like him. And I like that y'all like.
That's what's up. See, and you saying you were talking about showing my face. They want to see you, bro. They I didn't get no 15 Costa Rican girls on mine, and even if they did, I wasn't gonna say it. My wife's right here, so I'm not gonna say that.
Oh man, you better not. You know what I'm saying? There's more for me. But yeah, that's the region that I kind of want to be in. I want to be somewhere where I can kick my feet up and sip something out of a coconut that I can't pronounce. You know what I'm saying? That's
I hear you. Rather than going to Cleveland, like, who wants to go to Cleveland? Who was the one that said that? Oh my God, Sock just told me the other day. Hakeem Noah. He's like, who wants to go to Cleveland? That was like a big thing when Hakeem Noah was playing ball. I don't know if you remember him. Hakeem Noah.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, from Florida.
But I'm like, it's just, I don't know. Just thinking about Cleveland, I ain't never been there. It just sounds like it's gloomy there. Like there's a tent, like a filter.
I heard there's a lot of Puerto Ricans there, so I should be good.
Hey, who was it? They said, why is everyone saying Norfolk didn't show? Did you see the videos I was posting in the chat?
Yeah, it was a good decent crowd. I think my boy B3, salute to you in the chat. He was there too. He was at the fight.
Was he?
Yeah.
I guess I ain't meet him. But yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I think he knows you, but not knows you. Maybe he didn't see, but he was there. Yeah, he was at the fight.
Yeah, that's the videos I was putting, like, because I had showed y'all the first video when I first got there when it was bone empty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I think I had showed it again during the Keon fight. And then I showed it again, I want to say maybe a couple of fights later. And then when the Keyshawn fight then had the whole room lit up in red, I did it again. And you can see, yeah, it was a nice turnout.
Yeah.
But on the side where the production side is, you know what I'm saying, you can see it was a little, you know what I'm saying, scarce, you know what I'm saying, in that region.
Yeah.
But from the side, from the ring going on around, yeah, it was pretty much packed in there.
Listen, for the fights that they had on the card, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, I mean, you only had 2 names on the card. Jan could be the 3rd name if you want to say Jan, but not many people know of Jan. But that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, the last time they had a card, they had bigger names.
They got they were loud in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was surprised because all the media guys we was talking, like, leading up to the fight, we were hearing the same thing. It was like, bro, I'm hearing the fight's not selling. The fight's not selling. I talked to you, said, man, the fight's not selling, man. The fight's not selling. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, as I sat and watched, I watched it just evolve. And I was like, damn, okay, people are actually turning up.
So a lot of people waited to probably after the weigh-in
Mm-hmm.
to buy tickets, because it really wasn't. I didn't check, you know, the day after the weigh-in or the day of the fight how tickets were going, but when I looked before that, there were a lot of tickets available.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably wanted to wait to make sure that there was a fight.
I think Top Rank was playing games too, you know what I'm saying, because like the whole Keyshawn Davis and Albright situation, they kept walking around, oh, we got to keep these guys apart. We got to do this. I'm like, nobody's acting up. Like the way they kept spinning and shit. Like when they said for the weigh-in, when they said Keyshawn wasn't there, I was like, yes, he was.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, see, we didn't know that until you told me.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, he was. I was like, Top Rank was playing those games not to bring him in, because I'm like, his whole family was there. His girlfriend and his son was sitting right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Because when she came in, she sat down and she is sat. I don't know who the lady was next to her, but she was like, yeah, he's in the back. You know what I'm saying? She was like, because all the other fighters, that's the only thing that was different. Keyshawn wasn't sitting in the room with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, yeah, he's back. And I had seen him when he walked past the door. It was a door that was over in the cut. I had seen him when he walked by. You know what I'm saying? So he was over in the cut. And it wasn't like he was in a tire where he was over there trying to cut more weight or whatever. He was right. He was in right.
That's what I'm saying. Sergio and the other guy, what's the guy's name, bro? I can't stand him either.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying that they didn't arrive, that he has trouble. He's having trouble making the weight. He's trying to lose the weight. That's what they reported on the air.
Well, like I said, I don't get why they would report that. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I didn't see anytime, like it was the head security guy that Top Rank had, he was with Keyshawn the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you see him walk in the room, you knew Keyshawn was gonna be coming in right behind him. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't see him, you know what I'm saying, you knew Keyshawn wasn't around. But everybody was in the same area, because like when you come out of the room that we did the press conference in, they had I think it was maybe 5 rooms lined up, and they was all labeled rooms, you know what I'm saying? And some doors were locked, some doors you can go in, like we were allowed to go into the room where they took the pictures when the guys put their uniforms on and they was posing for pictures and stuff. So that room we could go in, but the Zone had their own staff room, Top Rank had their own staff room, so those rooms you couldn't get in, but they had rooms further down the hall where they had the fighters chilling at. Keyshawn was down at the end of that hall. They wouldn't let anybody media go past that point to go down that way. You know what I'm saying? Because shout out to the Stellar Security, you know what I'm saying? Their supervisor gave me a hard time because Jay Prince was back, you know what I'm saying, behind the tarp, and councilmen and stuff. And I was like, bro, my wristband is the same color as theirs. Why are you tripping right now? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So,
did you get to talk to Jay Prince?
I watched everybody else talk to Jay Prince, and I was just looking at.
Yeah, he's pretty responsive to
I was just looking at how tiny Jay Prince was, and I was like, people had to check in with this guy. I was like, no disrespect, but I was just like, no goddamn that head stops at my shoulder is going to tell me where and when I can go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
He's pretty. I know that he's pretty responsive. He answers.
No, he was cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys he was talking to, like he stopped what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And he went and had conversations with these guys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it was bro. Everybody was cool. Everybody worked together. Like and look, shout out to all the media guys. Nobody was gatekeeping anything. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, Thomas, it felt like a reunion with a bunch of guys that I didn't know, and everybody had one mission to go work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody, like from the camera guys to media personalities to actual, you know what I'm saying, broadcast news people. Everybody, like when we wasn't conducting anything boxing wise, everybody was damn shooting the shit, looking for something to either go eat, drink, or go damn, you know what I'm saying, some cheeks to go try to go get into. You know what I'm saying? So I'm serious. That was the whole conversation.
But that's how it's over here. The same thing here in New York. Like everybody, it's almost like a fraternity. Everybody meets up. Everybody's cool. There's always one or two that are kind of like the dun-dun-duns and whatever, or they, you know, a little bit more arrogant than others. But for the most part, everybody's, hey, yo, Thomas, hey, yo, Johnny boy, hey, yo. Like everybody's really cool and pretty much, you know, look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? So, and they're always looking to do something to chill afterwards, or you want to go chill, get something? Oh, you want to go to a hotel, see if we could talk to somebody or whatever. Like that's how it usually is. Look.
Let me speak to my boy Mac real quick. Shout out to my boy Mac over there with the Agnew podcast. He was in the house for our boy Quick Draw. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Hey Mac, I know the man got money and power, but I'm just saying if he's standing next to me, money and power ain't gonna save him. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got an issue with you and you're that close to me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna matter about nothing. I go down as a martyr. I'm fine with that. Because if I get him, they get me. I'm fine with that. But just know that I'm like, hey, that don't mean nothing when you within arm's reach of me. but I know the play. You know what I'm saying? A lot of everybody do that. You know what I'm saying? Where they from? You got to check in. You ain't got to check in. I ain't doing all that damn silly shit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm here, I'm here. I don't even want. What I'm checking in for, I don't even want nobody to know that I'm here anyway. Yeah, it's just like winning a lottery. I'm gonna win Mega Millions and say, hey, Thomas, I won the Mega Millions. I'm not telling no damn body. Just know when y'all look, hey Mac, if you come out your crib one day and you look down, you see a damn black a duffel bag. Just know that damn, you know what I'm saying, you've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? anybody I get that's how you gonna know that you ain't gonna know that I won, but you gonna know that you won. You gonna come out, you gonna look like, damn, it's a bag down here. What's in this bag? Oh shit, it's money in this bag. Because I don't want nobody to know I got it.
Unbelievable.
So if you get blessed, you know what I'm saying, just know it wasn't from me. You know what I'm saying? The Lord blessed you.
The Lord blessed.
yeah, if you believe in that. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask you so as far as last night's concerned, it's over, it's done with, you know, what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Keyshawn go from here as far as his next fight? What do you think he should do? And then, of course, let's bring up the guy that everybody likes to talk about here on YouTube, Devin Haney. Do you think that that's the guy he needs to go after next?
As far as Keyshawn, me and a few other people were in agreement with this. I'm going to another Keyshawn Davis fight, but I'm not going to a Keyshawn Davis fight if he's fighting at 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it's something. A lot of people are saying he's undisciplined, he's unprofessional, he's not focused, and I'm just saying, bro, you need to start listening to your body. And that was, you know what I'm saying, some words that I told him. I said, bro, stop playing around. I said, because you already damn. It looks bad because you missed weight last year and the fight was off. I said, then you come back this year. I said, I understand it was them, you know what I'm saying, probably you taking a piss or taking a shit or something, or go, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I said, but at the same time, these people gonna butcher you for, you know what I'm saying, even if you was a quarter of a pound. They want to, you know what I'm saying, they want to find a way. Instead of, and Thomas, you know this, guys get on the scale, guys will be 0.1 over. And what do they say? Oh, we'll just call it 40. They'll just call it that.
Yeah, they'll call it that.
Yeah. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, beating you up for an ounce.
Yeah.
And look, and that's the shit that people don't hear during the official weigh-ins. These are conversations when they're doing the weigh-ins beforehand. So they'll be on the scale, people look 0.1 over. But at the same time, you got certain managers that'll say this. They'll be like, hey, if that motherfucker comes in anything over this, yank that guy out of there and tell him we ain't fighting.
Yeah.
Tell him we ain't fighting. I'm like, You sure? Yeah, tell them we ain't fighting.
Yeah.
And they'll play the game. Like I said, so it's a game that people are willing to play sometimes. So I understand it, but at the same time, we'll call it this or we'll call it that. And then I'm hearing that they switch the skills. Then they're telling me that both skills won't damn, you know what I'm saying, weren't damn calibrated the same. So I'm just like, which was it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a bad look because it was him.
Yeah.
If it was anybody else, you know.
And everybody would, if it was somebody else, everybody would have been like, what's the big deal? It's only 0.1.
Yeah.
It's only 0.1. What's the big deal? So you know what I'm saying? That's those are like things that I was talking to him about. I said, bro, that's like the smallest little thing. It's almost like you got to be perfect, but they still gonna criticize you when you ain't.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, you didn't stop them, you know what I'm saying, Noah Albright. I said, people are gonna flame you up all week because you didn't stop him.
Yeah.
And he said, he's a bro. He said, I know it's coming, man. He said, but at the same time, he said, bro, he said, everybody, you look at it through the lens. You can't stop everybody. Some people just know how to take a punch. And I told him, I said, the guy knows how to survive. He knew how to survive. I said, because once he started getting outclassed by you, he got overly defensive. You know what I'm saying? He knew where to get hit, not to get hit, and you know what I'm saying, and try to you know what I'm saying, just try to make it through. Because that's a moral victory for him. I made it 12 rounds with a guy that they said, you know what I'm saying, everybody figured was gonna stop me.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is when it comes to that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, he's gonna. I want to see him at 47, and I'm not saying Devin Haney should be the first fight, because me, I'm firm believer. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to get acclimated. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't been there before. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, just because they didn't fight at a full weight didn't mean they wasn't fighting above the division before that.
Yeah.
So that's a acclimation point right there that you're taking, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, people will overlook, and they say, wait, I went to 47 and jumped right into the fire. You're like, technically you were outside of the 140-pound division, so technically you were already in the 147-pound division. Technically, you know what I'm saying? So, but people won't paint the picture that way.
Yeah, no, of course not. Yeah, I tell you what, if I'm Keyshawn, I would try to make the fight with Dev right now. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a big bag, right? I would push for it. And guess what? You've been active. You've been more active than he is. This is the right time to fight him as well, right? Mm-hmm. Let him make the excuses afterwards, because I'm sure people are always going to make excuses for their favorite fighter no matter what. That's just the way it is. It's the way it is, and not just boxing, in all of sports, right? You just fought 2 fights in between Dev's last fight. You're active. Go up to 147. I guess if you got a petition to be in the rankings of WBO, do it. I agree with you. I think his next fight should be 147 division, because it's obvious that the weight is bothering him. And he said it at the end. He said, I don't know. He says, I just worry about training. I'm not worried about weight. His body's telling him what it is, like you said. So I think 147 is best for him. And get the big fight now. You get a title opportunity. Devin just called you out, right? So they're willing to make the fight, right? Nobody can say this is a cherry pick on anybody's behalf, right? Because Devin is the champ, right? He's obviously looking at Devin Haney. He's looking at Keyshawn and saying he wants to fight because he considers him one of the top guys. So you know what? Let's make it happen. I think this is the right time to do it. If you're Keyshawn, you got to do it now because you've been active, right? Even if the fight is like in August, that's what, 3 months from now? That's perfect. You've been active. You didn't take much. You didn't take no punishment against Jermaine Ortiz. You took no punishment against Albright, and you got 24 good rounds in. I think you got to make the fight now. Do what it takes to make that fight. That's just me.
Thomas, man, it don't look like we're gonna have no action tonight, man.
Well, we talked about the fights yesterday, so that was good. We're gonna have to just change the title, I guess.
yeah, pretty usual. You know what I'm saying? I get to go to New Jersey on my way to Brooklyn, and stop by the gym and go punch a 6'6", 275-pound man in his damn chest and say, "Hey, man, know what the fuck you did. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate. It's happened a few times already, and it is kind of frustrating, you know. So Wagner, and then there was a fighter before that did it to us.
And I don't want us to be the omen of these people, man, because like I said, you saw what happened to Josh Wagner.
Yeah, so
because look, all you had to do is show up. You should probably
it.
lose, and you probably was gonna lose anyway, but you might not have quit. You might have, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
and I was very interested in talking to him. I mean, 20 wins, 20 knockouts. I mean, he possesses knockout punch, right? And people say that Joshua's chin is, you know, not all that. So he's got a shot. It's a heavyweight division, you know. So nobody's doing interviews with Kristian Prenga, I don't think.
No.
I mean,
I talked to a few people that did, you know what I'm saying, that have, and they're like, bro, that's he said, I got commended for my timing. You know what I'm saying? They was like, bro, this is good timing, man. They said, because they said, look what he's about to do. So
I mean, we could follow up and see if we get him another time on a.
I most certainly will, because I've been texting, you know what I'm saying, my guy right here this whole time. You know what I'm saying? So but go ahead and get the people your last, man. Let's go ahead and close this out. I'm hungry.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna look to see to get somebody for next Sunday. I'm sure you will as well. So we'll be back hopefully next Sunday with a different guest.
Look, I'm working on. Look, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm actually working on a guy that I think he was a B-side in this fight. He was winning this fight, and he kept trying to fight and ended up getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, recently?
Nah, this is historical.
Okay.
This is historical. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you think about it, somebody in the chat probably you already know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? The guy was winning the fight, and his corner told him, "You're up. You don't have to." You know what I'm saying? And he kept trying to stay in the fight. You know what I'm saying, with the gentleman that he was fighting, and to his demise, he got knocked out and stopped.
In the last round?
Might have been the last round, but he got stopped.
I'll think about it.
You ain't got to think about it. I'll tell you when we go off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But everybody, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate you, but hey, my apologies for the absence of our guest that I was looking forward to talking to. You know what I'm saying? Big guy, big punch. But at the same time, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's looking forward to having a good week. And I'm gonna have a great week myself because we got a lot of boxing to talk about. We're about to sit back and watch whatever narratives we spent. We're gonna sit back and watch some real boxing be talked at the same time. And then don't we got fights coming up this weekend?
I believe so. I don't know. I got some stuff happening this week. I got a couple of interviews lined up already for my channel.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Keep It in the Ring is going to be back. We're going to be interviewing Joe DeGuardia, I believe Wednesday or Thursday. Joe DeGuardia of Star Promotions out there in Long Island. He's from the Bronx as well. We're going to be talking to him. We're going to be talking mostly about Zuffa and about their promotion, you know, from a promoter like, you know, Joe DeGuardia from his point of view. And, you know, he promotes some fighters as well. And then I got an interesting interview lined up for Friday with a female from Guatemala. Maria Machillo. She's going to talk with us. We're going to have a conversation and just talk. She's also a trainer, and her trainer is going to be on as well. She's from Guatemala. She lives out in California. She was on that fight. She was on the fight card here in New York, the MVP card. She got robbed in her fight. She fought a girl from Philadelphia that I thought she clearly won, and they robbed her and they gave it to the girl. She's been in the ring with some good opponents. She's been in the ring with Gabrielle Fundora. She lost, but she didn't get stopped. She got stopped, and she was in the fight with Senicia Estrada. So she's been in there with some fighters. So we're going to have a conversation with her. She just put out a book as well. So I'm very intrigued in that one. So we got two lined up, and, you know, hopefully next Sunday we'll be back with another one as well here on Tales from the B-Side.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm surprised you still ain't thought about did anybody say it in the chat yet? No, it's not Dave Morrell, bro. It's not Dave Morrell. Front line. No, see, you still see Frontline. You still thinking too recent. Go back. Jump in your time machine. Yep, Thomas is on there, break his damn neck trying to figure it out. Your wife can't answer the question. Will you stop looking at her?
And I'm not looking at she's over there. I'm just looking. I'm just trying to. I'm like staring hard to like kind of think, but I can't think of anybody.
No, but hey, shout out for everybody that's pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Tap into everything and anything that y'all see that logo over in the top. What is it? Left, right, wherever it is. It says a US and there's 2 lines behind it. That is the Usual Suspect 6 logo. I am a member. The brothers, you know what I'm saying? Thomas, you know what I'm saying? Honorary, you know what I'm saying? We gave him the cap, you know what I'm saying? The honorary. But tap into every damn thing that's doing, you know what I'm saying? Usual Suspect 6 stamp, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's tomorrow, bushing on the Beltway Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Tuesday, 5, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He'll let y'all know who he gonna be talking heavy with, or he's gonna be talking heavy by himself. But you know what I'm saying? The talk will be heavy. Wednesday, God willing, we'll be back on the Beltway, and if not, y'all might see a US 6 open mic lounge open up, and if that opens, you know what I'm saying, then drinks is on the house. You know what I'm saying? Our fella's gonna come in, he's gonna break it all down, and let y'all know what's on the menu, because depending on how tomorrow and Tuesday play, we may have a touchy week. You know what I'm saying? Thursday, Trill Thursday, man. You know what I'm saying? Usual Suspects, you know what I'm saying? They'll be in the house, chopping it up.
I forgot, Thursday, I'll be at Keith Cologne's graduation.
That's what's up, man.
Keith Cologne's graduating from Rutgers University on Thursday. I'll be at the graduation. You know, take some video as well. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. Friday, you know what I'm saying? If we have fights, we'll be doing a fight recap. Back on the Beltway, chopping it up. And depending on, like I said, if it's a sticky week, you know what I'm saying, and if the Beltway ain't cracking on Friday, the lounge might open back up, man, because Friday, you know what I'm saying, drinks are definitely free. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can pull up, spit your game, talk your shit, and get your bars off about what you like about boxing, what you don't like about boxing. If you don't like one of the hosts, you know what I'm saying, or the menu is something to your liking, or if you just decide you want to just criticize the world, that's what that mic is open for. And then, like I said, we got fights on Saturday. If we do, we're going to pull up, we're going to watch them. And then Sunday, we'll be back to Usual Suspect 6 Sunday. Shout out to the brothers. I will be a playback player because I missed the show. They know I was there in spirit. But if y'all didn't catch that, go over to Heavy Hitters, Car Hitters Entertainment with 503 Line, and check out all that good content, man. 503 got a lot of good visuals over there, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Go over there and check up, pull up. I'm trying to keep up with them. Y'all see my background here and the background I have with my, you know what I'm saying, with me in my background. And Thomas, you know what I'm saying? He's always in the ring, but I ain't seen him in the ring yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for him to throw a few punches. Matter of fact, think of somebody. I'm gonna get somebody a call too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta set something up with them. But I'm rambling right now, but I'm gonna let everybody peel out. You can go to your respected spots for the rest of your Sunday rest day, and we're gonna get back into it on Monday and start this week all over again. That's my boy Thomas from the Bronx. I am KG. This has been Tales from the B-Side-ish, but not really. It's more so a recap.
Ish.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that'll be the name. Tales from the B-Side recap.
Ish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But all right. Till next time.
Holder and still undefeated Gabriel Capitan Maestre. How is that? And this gets done too by a bunch of cowards at ringside that never took a punch in their life. I'm sick of it.